Hello, I'm your friend Teacher Sam, and today I'm going to provide you with tips that will help you give convincing answers in the IELTS speaking test parts 1, 2, and 3. Navigating through this test can be a little intimidating, but worry not, because I'm here to guide you. We'll be focusing on a variety of questions, from those about your hometown to your preferences about dining at home or eating out. We'll also tackle questions about your hobbies and how often you use the internet. Not only will we cover these topics, but we'll also delve into a more detailed discussion where you'll describe an experience of inviting family or friends over for a meal. We will even explore your perspectives on cooking at home and what the future holds for home-cooked meals. So buckle up as we delve into these questions and provide you with the best possible answers. Now, let's tackle the first part of the speaking test, which includes questions about personal information and daily routines. Let's imagine we're asked, where is your hometown? A good response could be, I hail from the vibrant city of Mumbai in India, known for its bustling streets and rich cultural heritage. Notice the use of descriptive language to make your answer more engaging. Next, you might be asked, do you live in a house or flat? You could respond, I reside in a flat located in one of Mumbai's lively neighborhoods. It's a comfortable space that suits my lifestyle. Here, you're providing more than just a yes or no answer, which helps to showcase your language skills. Question 3 could be, what would you change about your home? An effective response might be, although I appreciate my home, I would love to add a study room. As a passionate reader, having a dedicated space for my books would be ideal. This demonstrates your ability to express hypothetical situations. For question 4, do you have a hobby? You could say, yes, I'm an avid reader. I derive immense pleasure from diving into different worlds through the pages of a book. This simple yet detailed answer shows your ability to talk about personal interests. The 5th question, do you think a hobby should be shared by others, might draw a response like, I believe hobbies are deeply personal. While sharing hobbies can enhance relationships, it's also important to have activities that one can enjoy independently. Here, you're showing your ability to express and justify your opinion. Question 6 could be, did you have a hobby when you were a child? You might say, yes, as a child, I was quite fond of painting. I loved creating vibrant pieces of art that brought my imagination to life. Again, you're providing a detailed answer that reflects on past experiences. Finally, how often do you go online? A possible response could be, I frequently use the internet for both work and leisure. It's become an integral part of my daily routine. This answer is straightforward, yet it provides insight into your daily life. Remember, the key to part 1 is to answer honestly and clearly, using a range of vocabulary and grammatical structures. While it's important to provide more than just yes or no answers, avoid going off on a tangent. Stay focused on the question at hand and provide a concise, well-structured response. And most importantly, practice, practice, practice. The more comfortable you become with expressing yourself in English, the better you'll do on the test. Stay tuned as we move on to the second part of the speaking test in our next segment. Remember, practice makes perfect, and you're well on your way to acing this test. Scene script. Let's move on to part 2, where you'll be asked to talk about a particular topic for up to 2 minutes. Now let's take a look at the question. Describe a time you invited family or friends to have dinner at home or in a restaurant. It's important to note that in this part of the IELTS speaking test, you are given a topic and are expected to speak for 1 to 2 minutes on this topic. Let me demonstrate how I would answer this question. I recall a time when I invited my close friends to have dinner at my home. It was a special occasion as we were celebrating the completion of our university degrees, and I had taken the responsibility to organize this meal. I decided to host it at my place because it was more personal and intimate. During the meal, we talked about a variety of topics. We reminisced about our university days, shared our future plans and aspirations, and even discussed our favorite books and movies. The conversation was engaging and enjoyable, with lots of laughter and good-natured teasing. As for what we ate and drank, I had prepared a 3-course meal. For starters, we had a fresh Caesar salad followed by a main course of spaghetti bolognese. For dessert, we indulged in homemade chocolate brownies with vanilla ice cream. To accompany the meal, we had a selection of red and white wines. This meal was significant because it marked a milestone in our lives. It was a time to celebrate our achievements and to look forward to the future with anticipation and excitement. It was also a chance for us to strengthen our bonds of friendship and create lasting memories. This response provides a clear, fluent, and detailed response to the question. It is well organized, with a clear introduction, body, and conclusion. The language used is varied and appropriate, with a good mix of vocabulary and grammar. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Your response should be coherent, fluent, and engaging. It should provide clear and relevant details that respond to all parts of the question. Practice is key to mastering this part of the IELTS speaking test. Try to practice speaking on different topics for 1 to 2 minutes. Pay attention to how you organize your ideas and the language you use. With practice, you can master the art of speaking fluently and coherently in Part 2. Finally, we have Part 3, where you'll need to discuss more abstract ideas and issues. This section gets a bit more complex, but don't worry, I'm here to guide you through it. Let's start with the first question. Do people in your country prefer to eat at home or in a restaurant? You could say something like, in my country, it varies. Some people love the convenience of eating out, while others prefer the comfort of a home-cooked meal. It really depends on the individual's lifestyle and their personal preferences. Now, moving on to the benefits of eating outside, like in a restaurant. A good way to address this could be, eating out has several benefits. For one, it offers a diverse range of food options that one may not be able to prepare at home. It also provides a break from cooking and cleaning, allowing people to relax and enjoy their meal. For the third question about what people cook for special festivals, you could share something from your personal experience or cultural background. For instance, during our annual harvest festival, people in my community often prepare a traditional dish called XYZ, which is a delicious blend of local ingredients. The next question asks if you think people still cook at home these days. Here's a possible response. Yes, I believe many people still enjoy cooking at home. While it's true that the convenience of ready meals and takeaways has increased, there's a growing trend towards home-cooked meals as people become more health-conscious. Finally, when asked if you think people will cook less in the future, you could speculate by saying, it's hard to say for certain, but with the rise of meal kit delivery services and smart kitchen appliances, it's possible that more people might lean towards convenient cooking options. However, I believe the love for traditional home-cooked meals will always remain. Don't forget, the key to doing well in Part 3 is to provide thoughtful answers that showcase your ability to discuss and analyze topics in depth. It's not just about answering the questions. It's about demonstrating your language skills and your ability to express complex thoughts and ideas. Remember, it's perfectly fine to pause and think before answering. It's better to take a moment to gather your thoughts than to rush and stumble over your words. And always make sure to stay on topic. It's easy to veer off course when discussing abstract ideas, but try to keep your responses focused on the question at hand. Remember, in Part 3, it's all about your ability to discuss and analyze topics in depth. So take a deep breath, trust your knowledge, and let your thoughts flow. Good luck. Now that we've covered all parts of the speaking test, it's time to recap what we've learned. We started off with Part 1, which is essentially a warm-up round, where you're asked general questions about yourself. Remember, the key here is to be natural and relaxed. Don't just answer the questions, elaborate on them. If asked about your home, don't just describe it. Talk about what you feel about it, what you would change if you could. It's all about showing your ability to express personal perspectives and opinions. Then we moved on to Part 2, where you're asked to describe a situation or event. We used the example of inviting family or friends for dinner. The trick here is to paint a vivid picture. Engage your listener with detailed descriptions. Use your senses. Talk about what you saw, what you tasted, what you felt. And remember, it's not just about the event, it's about why it was significant to you. Finally, we tackled Part 3, which is a bit more challenging as it involves more abstract and complex questions. The topic we discussed was about food and eating habits. Here, it's important to demonstrate your ability to analyze and discuss issues. Remember, there are no right or wrong answers. It's about how well you can articulate your thoughts and ideas. In all three parts, we emphasize the importance of fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Remember, it's not just about answering the questions, it's about how you answer them. Practice using a wide range of vocabulary and grammatical structures. Work on your pronunciation and ensure your speech is easy to understand. And don't forget, it's okay to make mistakes, as long as you correct them. It's about showing progress and improvement. So don't be too hard on yourself, be patient, and keep practicing. With these tips and some practice, you're well on your way to achieving a band 7.5 in the IELTS speaking test. So keep practicing, and remember, I'm here to help you along the way. Good luck.